Hi, I'm Melissa. If you've ever felt nervous, awkward, or even panicked when you're meeting new people, giving a speech, or just walking into a crowded space, you're not alone. Social anxiety is very real and can be so intense that it prevents us from doing everyday things. Today, let's talk about how God can help us take that first step in overcoming social anxiety. Anxiety is a broad term that's used to describe the general worry or fear that can manifest in all kinds of situations, like an unknown future or new experiences. But social anxiety is a specific type of anxiety disorder, sometimes called social phobia. Social anxiety disorder is an often chronic, irrational fear of certain objects, people, or situations that stems from a fear of being judged, embarrassed, or rejected. The physical symptoms like racing heart, sweaty palms, or even nausea can be absolutely debilitating. Social anxiety might develop from any number of things, like past trauma, extreme shyness, or even an unbalanced brain chemistry. But it often boils down to a fear of how we'll be perceived by others. Proverbs 29:25 says, "The fear of man lays a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is safe." That doesn't mean that the fear isn't real. It very much is. But it does mean that we don't have to stay trapped inside our fear. God's strength and power far outweighs our perceived threats. So, what's the first step to overcoming social anxiety? First, bring it to God. Tell Him about the times when you're scared, even if it feels silly. He cares deeply about your well-being, so be honest about how you feel. Second, start replacing lies with truth. Social anxiety often whispers, everyone hates you and they're going to leave you, but the truth is, God says you are loved, protected, and never away from His presence. Anxiety says you're gonna mess up, but the truth is, your self-worth has nothing to do with your performance. God says you're His child and of great value simply because you exist. Next, practice taking small steps. There's no need to jump into the deep end of the pool. You don't have to be perfect. Maybe start by making eye contact or smiling at someone passing by or saying, "How are you?" to the person behind the counter. Small steps still count towards progress. Finally, lean on your people. God designed us to live in community. Talk to a trusted friend or mentor. You may even want to seek therapy or medication. None of those things make you weak. None of those things mean you don't trust God enough. You don't have to work through these fears alone. Overcoming social anxiety doesn't mean you'll never feel nervous or fearful. It means that when those feelings rise up, you'll be able to respond in ways that bring them back down and allow God's hand to guide you through the valley and into the light. Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. 1 Peter 5:7. Got a question on your mind? Head over to 412teens.org. We'd love to hear it. If you learned something, maybe share this with a friend. Let's keep growing together.